Good afternoon, INMS community. So this week during enrichment clubs is going to be a little bit different. We are going to discuss what's happening in the world today. This is going to be a warning for you guys. The topics that we're about to discuss, yes, we feel anger, pain, sad, disgust on what's going on today. But please be advised, I'm going to mention 3 names to you guys that you guys probably have seen all over social media. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. Y'all must be wondering, who are these people? Who are these individuals who lost their lives? I'm first going to start off with George Floyd. George Floyd was a 46-year-old black man who was killed by a police officer during an arrest on May 25th, 2020. Who is Breonna Taylor? Breonna Taylor, on March 13th, she was a 26-year-old African-American essential worker who was shot by Louisville Metro Police Department. The LMPD used forced entry to get into an apartment. They didn't have no search warrant. That's another problem, but we can talk about that later. When it comes to Breonna Taylor, please say her name, Breonna Taylor. The third person is Ahmaud Arbery. He was an unarmed 25-year-old African-American male who was shot near Brunswick, Glenn County in Georgia while jogging. It happened February 23rd, 2020. Why are we seeing their faces, their names on social media? The reason why we're seeing their faces in social media is because we want justice, not only for them as individuals, we want justice for them, for their families, from this community, everything. And we, as individuals, need to continue to support Black Lives Matter movement. I repeat, Black Lives Matter movement. You guys are probably also wondering why there is a lot of protests happening around the world. Why was there like a curfew in New York City? What's going on in the world? The reason why a lot of people are protesting is because they want justice when it comes to police brutality. Police brutality has been happening for years. Police brutality, what they're doing is only targeting African Americans. Innocent African Americans. And this needs to stop. This is why they're protesting for justice. Remember, we want peace, not violence in this world. They're fighting for justice. We're also fighting to support the Black Lives Matters movement. I repeat, Black Lives Matters movement. I'm going to move on to some positive outcomes. Number 1, so the city of Minneapolis is planning to disband their police department and create a new system where it will be safer for the community. Steps include defunding the police department and relocating all that money to other resources like mental health counseling. Number 2 outcome. Minneapolis schools and parks are planning to cut their ties with Minneapolis Police Department. I think this is such a huge step for Minneapolis. Number 3 outcome. Our mayor, Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, has announced plans on cutting the $6 billion budget of the NYPD and spreading it to other services such as youth and social services. Good job, New York. Our last and final outcome is the New York governor, Andrew Cuomo, is proposing to pass a bill that puts a ban on chokeholds. This is probably going to get a little heavy, so this is like a warning. The reason why he's banning chokeholds because a case that happened prior to what happened to George Floyd was a case that happened to Eric Garner. Eric Garner was another African-American male who was killed by a police officer that used the chokehold method, and basically he couldn't breathe, and this caused him to die. So our governor put a ban on that. And another thing our governor did is it is also a hate crime to report false accusation in a 911 call. This is known as the Amy Cooper Bill, which makes it a crime to report false accusations based on gender, race, or religion. I know this was a lot of stuff to take in and soak in, but just know we are here as a community to help you guys. If you guys want to open up to us, we are here for you. There are other spaces that you guys can talk. There's other resources. Throughout this process, we are here to show empathy within the African American community, all communities. We're here to show empathy and solidarity.